What is up, guys? So I just want to say welcome back to the channel. I am starting back up the YouTube videos. Everything got postponed a little bit with the quarantine happening. Right after my show, I decided to take a little bit of a break, and then everything, all the pieces just started falling out of place. The quarantine happened, the coronavirus, stuff like that. But yeah, guys, we're just gonna forget all about that, and I'm just gonna be starting. I'm going to be trying to do a video every Monday and Friday. Now that the gyms in Georgia are opening back up, I am able to do a little bit more videos. I can go and I can show you guys some workouts and stuff like that. So for when your gym does open up, you can go in there and push yourself and try some of the workouts for yourself. But today, guys, I'm gonna be running you through a full day of eating. Currently, I'm trying to cut, not trying to get extremely shredded, like show shredded, but I am gonna be pretty lean. Little update, in this off season, I did get up to about 180 pounds, which is about 6 pounds above what I did last year. For when I got ready for my show, the Monster Classic. And then I was planning to do this show. I've been prepping already for about 3 months, and Junior Nats got postponed. And then another show I was gonna do, it also got postponed. So I'm starting to think I'm probably just gonna take the rest of the year off, put on a little bit more size, stay lean, and go into next year with a clear mind and ready to take over. But that's we still got a long ways away before the end of the year, so I might still do a show, depends. I am nationally qualified now, so I am able to do a national show still. And guys, it's really a dream, and it's all coming true. And I appreciate all the support on my last prep and stuff like that when I was doing for my 2 shows. As you guys know, the first show didn't go as well as the second one. My first show, I peaked. My peak was horrible. I came out real flat, real watery. But the second show, I got a new coach. He helped me. We came in really dry, really full, and we took second place in our class. And but yeah, guys, it was worth it. I definitely should have took first in that class. My posing, I just did not do as good in posing as I should have, because I was a much more drier, much more lean person, and my physique just looked a little bit better than the other guys, but you can't do anything about that. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna be running you through the full day of eating today. Usually I would do 4 meals, but typically lately I've been only doing 3, because one of the meals is pretty big, and I kind of save that for probably about an hour after my workout. It holds me over through the whole night and stuff like that, and it keeps me from eating. But I just want to state, guys, if you were trying to achieve the best muscle growth, it is better to eat between 4 and 5 meals. As some say, 5 is better than 4, 4 is better than 3, but 6 is not better than 5. So yeah, guys, I am slacking a little bit on the meals, and I am going to be changing that back up, but I will be showing you guys the way I eat. I'm going to keep this whole channel truthful. But yeah, guys, the first meal I'm going to be doing is going to be popped up on the screen. I'm going to give you the macros and the net calories in this meal. But yeah, guys, it's pretty much gonna be some oats, some whey protein, some PB2, and some sugar-free syrup. But yeah, guys, we're gonna hop into meal 1. All right, guys, so for this first meal, we're gonna be throwing in about 50 grams of oats. I was sitting about 60, but now I've dropped it down to about 50 because I was starting to hit a plateau in my weight. But yeah, guys, we're gonna throw about 50 grams of this oatmeal in there. All right, guys, now we got the 50 grams of the oats in there. Typically, I would do water, but now I've got something that I throw in there now. I got some sugar-free almond milk. It's unsweetened. It just makes it fluffier, gives a little bit more of a density to it, and it helps fill up the stomach so you're not as hungry throughout the day. So if you're cutting, I would honestly throw something like this in there just to thicken it up. I don't typically weigh this out just because I don't use that much of it. I usually track it on MyFitnessPal for about half a serving. Yeah, guys, this is about what I do right here. I'll throw about, let's just say, I throw about that much in there. I've weighed it out one time, but since I've been doing this so long, I kind of know about how much it was. One serving of this is 240 milliliters. That's honestly probably sitting around about 120. So honestly, it's about 15 calories because one serving is only 30. I'll throw it in the microwave like this, and I usually let it sit in the microwave. I'll throw my oatmeal in there for about 5 minutes. I'll check on it at about 3 minutes in. to see where we're at, because sometimes the oatmeal likes to overflow and it's kind of annoying. But yeah guys, while that is cooking in there, I'm gonna be showing you guys what I take every morning as my supplement routine. This is what I'm currently running. These are the 3 products plus the whey right here that I throw in my oatmeal every morning. The first one we got here is gonna be the krill oil. The krill oil is a alternative to fish oil. It's got about 1,000 milligrams of the omega-3s in there. I use that to keep my heart healthy and keep the blood flow running really well. Next, I throw in the Burning Man. This is one of by far the best fat burners I've taken. This comes in a pill or a powdered form. The reason I have the powdered is because we've ran out of the pill form when I got this, but we should be restocked by now. The powder is just as good though. Now this product is not sold in Australia and some other places, but considering I'm in America, this product is sold here. I do recommend it, especially if you suffer from getting hungry throughout the day. This is a good product to keep that away. Next, what you should be always taking, in my opinion, is creatine. This is creatine 5. It's got 5 different versions of creatine in there. It's just an overall good product. I love this creatine. It tastes good. It's fruit punch. You can't go wrong with a standard fruit punch flavor. It's really hard to mess it up. But this is a very good creatine. I take it every single day. It's not going to work miracles, but as long as you take it, you will see a substantial increase than if you were to do it without the creatine. Lastly, I swear this brand has one of the best whey proteins out there. They have the Whey Isolate Hot Chalky Protein. This protein only has 2 carbs and 25 grams of protein. It's a very standard protein with 110 calories. It's very, very, very lean. I love it. It mixes very well in your protein. So if you're like me and you like to use protein in your oats, basically protes, then you would really love this protein. It really does taste like hot chocolate. They got some other flavors out there. We just came out with one called Midnight Cereal. It's really good as well. All right guys, now the oatmeal is done, and this is what the product looks like before we add the stuff. As you can see, the consistency is a lot different than if you were to use water. It's a lot fluffier and stuff like that. Let me grab my fork. So typically I'll throw in about 1 scoop of this whey protein right here. So we'll throw that in there. All right, so we threw the 1 scoop of the whey in there. Next, all right guys, so the camera just died, but I do have my phone. Gratefully, the cameras on the phones are about as good as the cameras that we have nowadays. If the camera's a little shaky, it's just because it doesn't have any stabilization to it. But yeah guys, typically with this powdered peanut butter right here, if you were still doing regular peanut butter, I'd highly advise you to change and go to a powdered peanut butter. One, it's a hell of a lot less fat, about 70% less fat than the normal. The carbs are way lower. It's about 50 calories per serving versus about 260. Typically, I'll do about 2 servings of this. 1 serving is about 12 grams, so I'll throw in about 24 grams into my oats. All right. So I throw about 24 grams into my oatmeal. This is kind of what it looks like. So next, what I would do is I'll throw in the sugar-free syrup. Put a lot of powder into the oatmeal. It makes it a little bit hard to stir up. So first, what I would tell you to do is just squirt you some of this syrup in there. Now, if you're like me and you've been doing it for a while, you can kind of eyeball it, and I can see that's around 1 serving right there, and that's about 5 calories, give or take. But if you're not really good at doing it and you're trying to get super, super shredded, I would say definitely put it on a scale, weigh it out, see how much you need to put. Guys, I have stirred everything up, and this is what the final product is. It's your normal protein. Looks really good. As you can see, the powder blended really nicely. This protein is really good. But yeah, guys, I will be eating this, and I will catch you guys in meal 2. All right, guys, so I just got back from a grocery run. As you've seen in a previous clip, I had just done my first meal, which was the protes. Typically, I would eat around 2 or 3, but considering I was out of a lot of the food that I needed to make my second meal, I decided to go ahead and hit a workout and went to the grocery store. So I'm gonna be showing you guys what I picked up, what a good grocery run looks like with me. And yeah, I'm gonna give y'all some of my tricks that I use to keep myself full. Yeah guys, so this is what I usually eat. All right, so typically I would usually do rice and stuff like that, but you know, eating rice constantly, you get tired of it after a while. So I've switched to wraps. These right here are the flat out wraps. About 90 calories is what it says, but I would guess it's a little bit over that. I would say probably around 100 to 110. So I overestimate on those a little bit just because they don't always weigh exactly what they say. Next, what I got is, because on my third meal, what I'm gonna need, I went and got some liquid egg whites here. Nothing special, just your average egg whites. I got some fruit as well. I don't know if you guys know this, but if you eat fruit, one of the lowest calorie fruits is going to be a strawberry. A lot of people eat blueberries. Just to let you guys know, blueberries are kind of highly caloric, but it's always better than eating no fruit. Next, we got our chicken breast here. Just a typical chicken breast, about 99% fat-free, somewhere around there. If you're a big sauce person, if you're not like, you know, a couple weeks out from a show or something like that, then this is the sauce I use, Southwestern mustard. It's actually becoming pretty popular. I would say do that. It's probably around 5 to 10 calories per serving, which really isn't that bad. Next, I got a little diet hack for you guys. So if you suffer from having, you know, being hungry all the time, you can pick up these. It's cauliflower rice. So it's cauliflower in the form of rice. The whole container, per serving is about 20 calories, 4 grams of carbs, and about 2 grams of sugar, and 2 grams of dietary fiber. So it's really packed full of fiber. It does have a little bit of sugar, but sugar will never kill you. Just remember that. But the whole bag is literally only about 60 to 100 calories. So if you're really hungry and you have a little bit of calories left over for your carbs or your fats, this is a really good way to keep yourself full, because if the big key here is, you don't necessarily have to do cauliflower. Make sure you're getting some vegetables in, because that is the way you're gonna keep yourself satiated and you're not gonna be starving all throughout the day. All right guys, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna weigh out around 12 to 14 ounces of raw chicken breast. It's better to measure it raw just because you get a more accurate reading than if you were to measure it cooked. So as you can see, I've cut the chicken up into individual tinier pieces than the regular just big chicken breast. The reason for this is because usually it cooks, to my opinion, it cooks more thoroughly, it cooks a lot quicker. All right guys, so from here what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be setting up our wraps. What we got here is we got the spinach. We got 2 wraps laid out here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover the bottom with the spinach. What this will do, create a layer, so when we put our sauce on there, it won't bleed through and go to the bread and make the bread soggy. All right guys, so I just threw some spinach on the wraps. Put about this much spinach on there. I don't know if you can see that. We got about a handful of spinach on each one. You can put as much on there as you want. Just be mindful that, you know, spinach does have calories, even though it's a low calorie dense food. You're still gonna have to track it. If you're not tracking your vegetables, then you're not tracking right. Yeah, we got this Southwestern mustard sauce right here. I don't know if you can see that. We're gonna throw that on there after we throw the chicken on there that's right now cooking. So yeah guys, I'll come right back as soon as we get the chicken cooked. Chicken is now done. We're gonna be throwing it on the wraps, and that'll make up meal 2. All right, so basically what I'll do is I'll throw on a couple pieces right here. And then from there, what we'll do is we'll pretty much just, we'll throw some of the sauce right here on there, the Southwestern mustard. You don't want to use too much because this thing does have calories and it doesn't take a lot to start to get up there a little bit. So there guys, we have it. We have meal number 2 here. We got our 2 chicken wraps. I'll put the macros up on the screen for you. And then I'll get back to you at meal 3. All right guys, we are on our 3rd meal. Actually with today, we're gonna have a little bit more than 3 meals. I probably won't do like a full another meal, but I will throw in some snacks such as like the strawberries I bought, or something like that. Something that'll, because I'm pretty high on the protein right now as it looks. Around 160 grams, somewhere around there. But we're really low on carbs and we're a little bit low on fat. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably throw some more PP2 in with some strawberries, and we'll get some peanut butter covered strawberries for our final meal. of the day. But for our third meal, what we're gonna be doing is, we're gonna be doing 2 of these whole eggs, and we're gonna be doing some of the liquid egg whites, and then they're gonna be put out on 2 pieces of our flatbread here. Like I said, I've become very fond of these. We're just gonna put those in there. All right, so to go along with those 2 whole eggs we just threw in there, we're gonna be doing about 138 grams of our egg whites here, and we're gonna just dump those in here. All right guys, so this is when we're gonna start throwing our egg whites in there. The pan is pretty warm, not excessively warm. That's pretty much how we're gonna cook the eggs, and then I'll show you guys the finished product when everything's done and we get it all on the plate. All right guys, so we have our eggs done right here. They look pretty damn good to me. So what we'll do now is, as you can see, we have our 2 wraps here, the flat out wraps. What I'll pretty much do is, here I'll point the camera down, I'll kind of evenly distribute the eggs among the wrap. So I'll do half on one, half on the other. It usually averages out pretty well. It gives enough leeway so the wraps can actually fold. So typically I would use spinach on top of these, but I'm not really feeling the spinach right now. I ate a good bit of it earlier. But what I will do is I'll be throwing some of this Southwestern mustard on there, and we'll get a good feel for it. All right guys, that'll do it for the third meal, and since we have some calories left over, I will be doing a 4th meal today. Typically the reason this is because of me. I usually do like some kind of lean beef, but I've decided to go away from the lean beef. I went to chicken breast. I'm trying to lean out of it a little bit more. But yeah guys, that'll do it for the third meal. I'll throw the macros up on the screen for this meal, and yeah guys, I'll catch you in the next one.